Hi everyone. So last video for today, I'm going to talk about the final static blocking, and this is extroverted intuition and introverted feeling. So yeah, this is something which is very, very different to extroverted sensing and introverted thinking. It is not about imposing what you think. It is the opposite of this, completely the opposite of this. It could not be more different. It is doubly internal, first of all. So it's actually very much turned towards one's subjective experiences, not about trying to force something into reality. Instead, it's going to be about exploring, staying open-minded, but not open-minded with theories and structures like with extroverted sensing and introverted feeling. It's not that sort of very much sort of real politic, look at what people have done and form a judgment on them. No. It's about really exploring each unique and precious individual to understand what their intentions really might be and to speculate on that and to turn over in your head what could they be thinking? What might be their intentions in this situation? Could they be misunderstood? Because that's the thing about extroverted intuition. It's always thinking, what else could it be? Are we sure that that is the right judgment? Maybe this could be this. Maybe it could be that. Maybe it could be that. So it's very much about what potentially could be about someone's inherent character and intentions and motivations. So it's quite different to extroverted sensing, introverted feeling in that it's not about harsh judgment. It is about good faith judgment. It's not like extroverted intuition, introverted thinking, where there's no real personal judgment whatsoever. It's just whatever makes sense in theory. No, it is still a judgment going on, but it's very much I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to entertain the possibility you might not be the scumbag that my extroverted sensing, introverted feeling friend thinks you are. I'm going to see how you actually potentially misunderstood. There may be, if I just listen to you a bit more and I explore your intentions, I could come to quite a different understanding than I may have thought initially. That's very much extroverted intuition, introverted feeling. And extroverted intuition, very much about not only alternatives, but the potential ways in which someone could be and become. So the idea here is that people with extroverted intuition, introverted feeling oriented, they very much want to, through getting to know other people, understanding the breadth and variety of different perspectives in the world from all different sorts of people, they might also be able to help unlock people's potential. Help them to consider, mate, what if you were doing this? Could you be that? You could be this amazing person. You could be doing that sort of thing. You could imagine all the experiences you could be missing out of if you never travelled and you never experienced new cultures. It's that sort of idea. It's very exploratory, but it's exploratory through the network of one-to-one personal relationships. And again, giving people the benefit of the doubt, seeing how someone could be potentially, not just saying, well, they did this, therefore I can't trust them. Often these types can actually struggle to actually uphold boundaries because they still want to give someone enough of a chance and hear them out. They may become a bit evasive after a while and they think, actually, no, I really can't trust them anymore. But they don't really like to close the door on anyone. At the same time, because they can see that potential within everyone and how good they could possibly be, how much of a better person they could be if they just did these things, they could live up to their inner potential. These types often can find themselves feeling quite a bit of disappointment in others because they actually feel they see the potential what they could be, and they're all people in real life are always falling short from it. There is a sort of idealism here in terms of what someone could be, but it's very much through talking to them and understanding them and gravitating towards them, wanting to get to know them and build intimacy with them to understand them better in their perspective. And this is a type which these types very much don't like anyone who sort of wants to set a narrative, because that gets in the way of really trying to then listen and understand the individual. They want to hear everyone out. They really do want to hear everyone out. And also there's this idea that for someone to be the best they can be, for someone to really grow and develop their inner potential, to to really unfold as a human being and flourish. There's this idea that kind of what they need is to learn certain practical skills, perhaps, and actually apply themselves in new ways, and certainly not feel limited by the imposed structures of reality on them, but to be able to grow and develop in all sorts of directions and ways. And by meeting new people, by discovering new perspectives, that gives them more of an opportunity to grow and develop and to understand each individual unique person. So that's extroverted intuition and introverted feeling. I'm trying to think of any examples which sort of come to mind. Carl Rogers, for instance, the psychologist, the one who came up with this idea that you have to almost unconditionally hold a positive regard for the person you're talking to, and really trying to do that, really trying to put yourself into the shoes of someone else and understand things from their perspective. Very much that kind of idea is a key part. A lot of actors can be extroverted intuition, introverted feeling. There are kind of two kinds. There's the other kind, which is a more sort of dramatic kind, which I'll talk about later in tomorrow, maybe in another video. But the extroverted intuition, introverted feeling sort, they're the ones who really want to almost get out of themselves and into someone else, to slip into someone else's skin to see things from their perspective. Those are the ones who like to be all sorts of different characters, and they tend to shy away from the blockbusters. They don't want the blockbusters. They want to do these sort of interesting artsy films. They're really trying to uncover the human condition. And then you've got writers such as Dostoevsky, who I think are unmatched in their writings in exploring the nature of the human condition and all the complications and inner contradictions of the soul grappling with what is right, what feels wrong in this environment, and making mistakes. That kind of messiness is very much what extroverted intuition wants, with introverted feeling, really wants to get deep into, and through that find some acceptance and understanding of the very complicated person or soul within. So yeah, that's extroverted intuition, introverted feeling. Hope that helped.